Welcome to No Stats, where we call it how we see it. Peach, man, we got to jump into this NFL. Jump into next season, right? We got the draft coming up, free agency coming up. So there's going to be a lot of changes. And we'll do another one of these a little later. But right now, at this point in time, just with your projections of what these teams will look like come August, September, let's predict the division winners for each division in the AFC and the NFC. So I want you to go first, run down your list, and then I give you mine.
Let's this one's gonna get spicy. So will we let's do the AFC? Then
Go
the
NFC.
AFC and then the NFC. All right, so let's start with the AFC East. I'm gonna go Bills. I feel like they still are top dogs. Fell short last year. I think they come in a little bit hungrier, a little bit more focused. I feel like the situation that happened with Hamlin is going to also motivate them as well going into the season. So I got them coming out of the AFC East. We got the AFC South. I love the Jaguars, big fan. I know the Titans is still over there, but I think their run is... I think they're heading in the opposite direction. I feel like they had momentum the last couple years, but with injuries, I'm not a huge fan of Ryan Tannehill, so I got to go with the Jags here. AFC West, the right answer is the Chiefs.
Wait, are you leaving the AFC North to the last? Go ahead.
Yeah, you got to leave it right now.
Go ahead.
You got to leave it for a reason, baby.
Go ahead. My fault. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
All good, bro. AFC West, the right answer is the Chiefs. They're the defending champs. Got to pay their dues, give them respect. But I can't help but lean a little bit towards the Chargers, just off the way they lost last year. Justin Herbert going to be a top five quarterback going into next season, in my opinion. And for the AFC West, I'm going to go Chiefs, but I will lean towards the Chargers as well. Now, let's get to the North. The right answer is your Bengals. That's the right answer. But this is gonna go a little left. I can't help but see the Browns making a little noise. Look.
I'm listening.
You're gonna get a I'm gonna say free Deshaun Watson, who's gonna have an off season now with this team. He's not going through the whole allegation bullshit. It's not that many distractions. You got your dual threat running back. You still have Amari Cooper. They could maybe add some pieces in the draft. Defense ain't bad. Be on the lookout for the Browns, man. Be on the lookout for the Browns. And don't be surprised if they give them Bengals trouble. And I'm talking about trouble, man. Hi!
All right, so I'm gonna work backwards. I'll let you get your shit off. I was quiet. I'll let you get your shit off. I'm gonna work backwards. I'm gonna start at the AFC North. No, no, bro. The Browns not doing it, bro. The Browns have gave the Bengals trouble, in head-to-head matchups in the past couple years, right? Like Joe Burrow only beat the Browns once. Since he's been in the league. So for some reason, we struggle with the Browns. You know how sometimes it's just that team that just has your numbers. Doesn't really mean much. We're in the AFC Championship game this year and the Super Bowl last year. Browns haven't, been in the playoffs these last 2 years. So that doesn't really mean
but the
much.
last 2 years, they didn't have Deshaun Watson.
They had Deshaun Watson this year.
Yeah, but he had to sit out 9 games and then just insert him into the fucking game out of nowhere. Like,
let me hit on this. Let me hit on this.
Do your thing, brother.
The Browns haven't won the division in so fucking long, bro. Like, I don't even think you or I, neither one of us were born. Bro, like, that's how long it's been since the Browns have won the division. This is the AFC North where, in the last 10 years, the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Ravens have been winning this division, bro. Like, the Browns are a non-existent. The Browns will Brown, bro, in every single instance. And I'm going to touch on the Chargers, too, but the Chargers will Charger. Like, these are two franchises that, until you prove me wrong, they haven't been winning divisions. And I'm not even talking about Super Bowls, right? Or AFC championships, right? Because there's only a few teams that get there. and we've just been getting there. So I'm not gonna act like the Bengals are the Patriots, right? But I'm just saying they haven't been winning divisions. These teams haven't been making playoffs.
But you see how your Bengals made that turnaround? I think the Browns could, because everything that you're saying, they have never done it since we've been born. Why not next year?
But I'm saying it's been a turnaround, right? But when the Bengals drafted AJ Green and Andy Dalton, right, we were in the playoffs like 5 straight years, bro. That run from 2010 to 2015, the Bengals were in the playoffs every year. Granted, we couldn't get a playoff win. We were winning divisions. We won like 3 division titles in that span. Like there was still success, right? That's still success. Everyone don't win championships. I mean Super Bowls. Everyone don't get to AFC Championship games. Everyone don't win playoff games. But you're still consistently a team to be, worried within that division. The Browns haven't been that in so long, bro. They won a couple years with Baker Mayfield. They got to win. But that was an anomaly, bro. Like, I don't know. Until the Browns showed me. And Deshaun Watson didn't look that good. They're going to lose Kareem Hunt. You said the dual threat running back. Kareem Hunt's a free agent. He's gone.
He probably does leave. But my thing is, I'm a big fan of Deshaun Watson. And
I see that.
I don't think you could really factor in his play from last season just because of how everything went down, them blackballing him out of the league. And, I'm not getting into the allegations and shit like that. But, the dude was, before that shit happened, the dude was arguably a top 5 quarterback in the league.
Absolutely. He was
a top 5 quarterback. I feel like the Browns never had that. Even with the Baker,
no.
Baker's not Deshaun. I feel like Baker had that one run, but he's been a disappointment. Them taking him in the draft, he didn't.
Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. This is the best quarterback in the Browns franchise history. That's crazy.
Interesting that I think that I can see the Browns being 6-2 going into week 9. You know what I'm saying? I can see that, but as you can tell by your hat, you don't see that.
I mean, I don't, bro. I think the Steelers are better than the Browns, even with Kenny Pickett. But that's a topic for another. Okay,
go ahead.
We'll get into AFC.
Finish your take. But I knew we was going to be on the AFC North a little bit.
Yeah. I just had to get my rant off, Bengals fans. Bengals winning the AFC North, I think is a lock. I think Lamar. I think the Ravens caused the most trouble, and it was the same way as this year. But I think Lamar won't be there. That's my hypothesis, if you will. I don't think he'll be there. That's my guess. He'll be somewhere else. I think the Steelers will be a tick better than they was this year, but still on that outside in the hunt, in the wild card race. I don't think they'll do much, and the Browns I think will be in that hunt as well. So I got the Bengals winning that division. I agree with you that the Chiefs will win that AFC West. The Chargers, they come up small sometimes, man. And I do think the addition of Kellen Moore, the Cowboys offensive coordinator, will help them out offensively. But I think Brandon Staley is still as the head coach. I think he needs to go. I think he makes some bad decisions at times.
How long has he been there now?
I think he's been there since Justin Herbert's second year. Yeah. So since his second year, so was that 2 years? Maybe 3. I'm bad on the math right now. But I think they need that change. They're also going to let Keenan Allen walk this year. So they have Mike Williams.
That's what I don't, because if you notice when Keenan Allen had first got back, you could see he was getting back to that Keenan Allen of old, and the Chargers have weapons at the wide. I love the Chargers wide receiver. They're personally a preference that I play with on Madden, because you got Mike Williams, you got DeAndre Carter, you got Josh Palmer, you even got the tight end Gerald Everett. So they got weapons, but
and Eckler, who's like a receiver too.
Yeah, so I mean, it'll probably be hard for the diehard fans to see Keenan Allen go, but yeah, it's part of the business, man.
Yeah, he'll go. And Mike Williams is ready to be a number one. Mike Williams is the number one, I think. Keenan Allen, trust me, he'll make some noise somewhere else. But I don't have the Chargers. I have the Chiefs, and put some respect on Mahomes and Andy Reid. As long as Mahomes and Andy Reid, that duo, man, a lot of respect goes to Mahomes, and rightfully so. He's a monster. But Andy Reid, man, he's a hell of a coach, a hell of a mind. Travis Kelce, maybe the greatest tight end we've ever seen. So they have a lot of things working in their favor. But quickly, I do think Denver's going to be better than they were last year. I think that defense was really good last year, and I think the offense struggled. Russell Wilson looked bad. It was his first year in that offense. I think with the addition of Sean Payton, they're going to be better, and I think the Chargers will not make the playoffs. I'll revisit that later.
Hot take.
Yes, sir. I also want to go AFC South, and I agree with you, Jags. I think they're a team on the rise. They were a year early, but I think they're ready. I think they're ready to take that jump. I think that this playoff experience was big for them moving into next year. Trevor Lawrence is ready.
Trevor, bro.
Yes, he's ready to step into that role, man, and be a top 10 quarterback, solidified in this league. So I like the Chargers, and I like Doug Peterson too. Let's not forget he did win a Super Bowl.
Beautiful. And then my ass out of there.
and then going into I'm forgetting the AFC East. I think the Bills shot their shot, man. I think the Bills shot their shot, man. I think Mike McDaniel in Miami is a hell of a coach. I like what I saw from him this year.
Dolphins played the Bills well.
Yes, bro. They played everybody well, man.
But my thing is Tua, bro.
That's the big question mark, right? And I'm going out on a limb here, but that's the big question mark. If Tua can stay healthy, they won a lot of games with Tua. And I'm talking regular season here. I'm not talking about the Super Bowl. We're talking about division winners, right? With Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. They went, don't forget, they went into Buffalo in the cold where everybody was saying they was going to struggle, and they played well in that game. And I think a lot of that was Mike McDaniel's play calling, man. I really like their head coach. And in football, coaching is so vital to a team's success. And Leslie Frazier, the Bills' defensive coordinator, is taking a year off this year. I think there's going to be some change in that defense. Jordan Poyer is like, I want to go to a team where they don't take half my money from taxes. He's going. They're going to lose some players. I think the Bills' window is closing, and I think people have been wanting the Bills to be good for a while, and I think the window is closing. Josh Allen is very turnover prone. I've been preaching that, but I have Miami winning that. That's a hot take too.
That's a fast window that's closing, man.
Yes, sir. It is.
Fast window.
It is.
Oh man.
Let's switch to the AFC. Do we lead off this time? NFC. Sorry.
Lead us off, brother. Lead us off.
Okay. I'm going NFC East. I'm gonna start there because the Eagles. That was the division that represented NFC in the Super Bowl. For some reason, NFC teams don't win back-to-back division titles. It's been this way for a while. They trade. You know, it's been somebody in this team, then this team. The Giants played really well.
That division is so tricky, man.
Yes, it's been that way for a while, bro. But I'm gonna go Cowboys. I'm gonna go Cowboys. One, because the Cowboys are a regular season team. I don't want, I don't want people to mistake it and think the Cowboys are. Well, I'm not saying they're going to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying they're a regular season team, and they don't have a first place schedule. Let's remember that the Eagles have a first place schedule. That schedule is going to be tough. The Eagles also have a lot of players from last year's run that was on 1-year deals that will be going this year. The Eagles also have to pay Jalen Hurts a lot of money. They'll still be good. Don't get me wrong. The Eagles will still be in the playoffs, but I think the Cowboys will go on a little run and make you think, again, the Cowboys may be a Super Bowl team, and the playoffs is another story. So I think the Cowboys will win that. But I think that division will be very competitive. Moving on to the NFC North, I like Detroit. I'm going Detroit, man. I'm going Detroit, bro. I love what Dan Campbell's doing over there. That team is young. They hungry. They got a little taste of it. I don't like how
Jared Goff is coming. I feel like Jared Goff is finally coming into that quarterback that we've been looking for years now.
And let's not forget, he's a young quarterback who has a Super Bowl experience. He has playoff experience, right? I think he's very coachable. I think that offense has been explosive. I like what Deuce Staley is doing over there with the running backs. DeAndre Swift. They got some pieces, bro. They have some pieces. Jamal Williams is a free agent. It'll be interesting to see if they bring him back. But they have some pieces, and I like it a lot. Them losing T.J. Hockenson, they're gonna have to fill some voids. So this offseason is gonna be big for the Lions, but I'm going with them right now. I don't think the Vikings will repeat. I think Aaron Rodgers out of Green Bay. So I'm going Lions. Let's go NFC South. This is a very weird division. Brady's leaving Tampa. Weird. They were 8-9 this year with Brady. Let's not forget they had Brady and they were 8-9, and then every other team was 7-10. So that was really close. I'm going Carolina Panthers.
You love them damn Panthers, man.
You're going to kill me, but I don't, bro. I don't. But I think the addition. I think Frank Wright is a really good coach. The coach let him go. You know, maybe they just wanted something different, but I think Frank Wright is a really good coach, and I think his addition will be big. Sam Darnold and DJ Moore and them boys, they played well.
Sam was looking high. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, at the end of that stretch, they played well, man. I think they have some money to spend. I think they're gonna figure some things out. I don't even think they need a quarterback. Stick with Sam Darnold. I think he's a guy like Jared Goff, right? If you put the right pieces around him and you get that culture right, he can shine a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I think they win that division, and that's not saying a lot because that division isn't really strong. Like I said, who's Tampa's quarterback going to be? Who's Atlanta's quarterback going to be? Atlanta just released Marcus Mariota, so I guess they're going with Ritter as of now. Now, if Lamar Jackson's in Atlanta, that's a different ballgame. But right now,
we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Exactly. And then for the last division, I'm going to go NFC West. I got to say San Fran. Right now, I think Shanahan may be top 2 coaches in the league right now, behind Andy Reid. And that team, even with it don't matter. I mean, they showed it. Don't matter who you give me at quarterback. Peach, you can be the quarterback. They gonna win 8 games.
You don't be slanging shit.
Nah, they might not win.
You know what's so funny?
That's my NFC.
You know what's so funny? We I see we got like-minded thoughts for the NFC. So the NFC East, I went Cowboys as well, literally for the exact same reason. I feel like the Eagles, with them having those players on those short-term deals going forward, I think they're going to fizzle out a little bit, take a step back. Like you said, they're going to make the playoffs, but I see the Cowboys coming back revamped, more hungry, and they're, like you said, they're built for the regular season. So we had that. If NFC North, I want to say Vikings, being as though they bring everybody back. I'm a big Justin Jefferson fan.
Beast.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's going to win games. You know, you still got Kirk Cousins in there, who's above average quarterback. But I got the Lions in there you're supposed to say the Vikings, but if I was really going with how I'm feeling, I'm going with the Lions, man.
The energy
what they got going forward. Yeah, young team, hungry. I wanted them to make the playoffs so bad, man.
Me too.
NFC West, I went Niners as well. I don't know how you go with anybody other than the Niners. Just off what they've been doing in the last 3 years, and I feel like they the Niners continue to build. They continue to add pieces. They continue to get better here, better in each spot. So, and the coach,
Kyle Shanahan.
Need we say more?
Yeah, they figure it out.
And last but not least, the NFC South. I went Saints on this one.
Okay.
And they finished 7-10. They're missing a quarterback, but I feel as though Jameis Winston is still there, right?
He is.
I think if he can stay healthy, he can win you some games, bro. I know the resume.
He can. No, you're right. No,
but
you're right.
I like Jameis. You some games, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He also can lose you some games.
Yeah, most definitely. But that was my pick, man.
I like it.
I'm really interested in seeing what the Saints do this year, man.
Me too.
So yeah,
we'll see, man. And trust me, we'll have another one of these after the draft. We're gonna do a few of these. We're gonna do one after the draft, and free agency right after these teams get their newly set teams, and then we'll do one right before the start of the season. So there'll be times to change it up and see what we like. But
pieces is moving, man. These quarterbacks, y'all make y'all damn minds up, man.
Yes, sir.
Find a home.